Y'all, so did Destiny pitiful ass Payton, did she switch teams on Martell? Because she was out with Tisha and them. So Tisha, you didn't forgive her for this shit? I know. Y'all too weak in the knees and on for me. From Latrice still fucking with Letitia after she was getting ready to whoop her ass and skull drag her on the last reunion, to now Letitia still friends with Destiny, knowing that she was out here with Martell talking about her marriage. I don't know, y'all, but I'm back. Good morning. Exactly. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Thanks for all of y'all who checked out my Bill Collective review. It's up now if you haven't seen it. And I had to delete and block a few people. Y'all too passionate about Bill Collective for me, honey. Exactly. I might, y'all, if I get some more negative comments, I'm not reviewing the reunion. Or as a matter of fact, I probably review the reunion in my members only. So make sure you subscribe to my members only. Thank y'all for being a member. Probably Monday, I'm gonna do a members only live because I'm going out tonight too. And one of my ex-friends, I got a lot to tell y'all. Anyway, nevertheless, girls, let's talk about this love and marriage Huntsville tea. We finna pregame on this love and marriage Huntsville shit. And I watched this documentary this morning. I've been up since 5 o'clock. Welcome back, friend. Exactly. If you waking and baking, get your wake and bake on, sip your coffee. Y'all know how I'll do. Exactly. And make sure you subscribe and like this video. Y'all know I'm on the road to 20,000. So let's get to it, friend. But so this morning I watched this documentary, and it's about Dallas, the strip in Dallas. It's called Harry Hines. And it gives hookers at the point type of documentary. You know what I'm saying? They interview the pimps, the girls, everybody who out here. Anyway, it's good. So towards the middle of the middle of this video, I'm gonna talk about it and I'm gonna drop the link because it was good. Y'all know I used to manage a strip club, so I'm not unfamiliar with the whole life. Anyway, it was real good, y'all. So listen, so first let's talk about this love and marriage Huntsville tea pregame for the episode tonight. I know I owe y'all all the Queen's men, so it's coming, friend. I'll put all the timestamps in the comments. First, like I said, Destiny was out at the Christmas party. The Fletchers was there. Tisha was there. Sidebar, Tisha been at a few events lately. I forgot what the name of the event was, but she had on like this little brown dress. When I tell you, teabaggers, come to the front. Good morning. Happy Saturday. We're going to have a good day. We're going to have a good day. We're going to drink our coffee. It's going to be great. Take you a gummy. Tisha looked good. That's what I came to say. All bullshit aside, you can tell Tisha, I'm not sure if she did Ozempic, if she was walking up the stairs of Target every day, chasing Marceau alleged side chicks around. Whatever the fuck she doing, Tisha look good. Tisha look good. She encouraged me. I'm taking my ass to LA Fitness today because Tisha looks slim, trim, and cute. Shout out to you, Tisha. Now, I might drag your dirty ass later for being a messy, tacky bitch going back and telling Kimmi that shit. But for this morning, you look good, girl. That weight loss look good on you. So shout out to Letitia Scott, girl. You look good. Mel did a TikTok yesterday too. She did her Christmas TikTok. I wasn't able to tune in the whole time because I had a lot going on. My brother in town. I was making chicken, doing videos. But she looked real cute in her little Christmas outfit or whatever. So Money Making Mel is still over there making her clean, making her money on. What else happened? Oh, so Destiny was with them. So Letitia, you forgave Destiny that quick for basically throwing your marriage under the bus? Because when it came to Mel was an evil spirit and an evil soul from hell. Remember, you was at Mel for like 3 or 4 reunions. But I guess all is well and all is forgiven with Destiny. And how do Miss Wanda feel about that? Because last time we checked down there in the trenches of Bessemer, Miss Wanda was pissed off. I told you she unfollowed Destiny, and she said, unless you give her an apology, we not fucking with you. So I wondered, did Destiny apologize to Tisha? It's given maybe Destiny went ahead and apologized. And how do Martell feel about that? Because you know Martell don't play that shit. You gotta pick a side with Martell when it comes to Martell Holt. She lucky the reunion already filmed, because I'm sure if Martell knew that she was over there conversating with his ops and his enemies, he probably gonna end up telling us about why LaBerrick divorced your ass. Because I'm sure Martell know why LaBerrick divorced her ass. Or better yet, why LaBerrick don't fuck with you no more, Martell. Was you tap dancing in that loose coochie? I don't know. It's not for me to decide. Anyway, child, in other news, girl, so Marceau and Letitia posted late last night Scott Manor. So they were pouring the foundation for Scott Manor. So it's giving Neverland finally got a foundation. Exactly. And I told y'all about all of the grading and shit. So shout out to the Scotts. They poured the foundation in the slab for their home. Now y'all know me. Scott-a-lots, exactly. Congratulations. We love the dedication. But as a construction girly, let me point out all of the shit I noticed. First of all, why are y'all pouring at 3 o'clock in the morning? Usually you only pour at night when temperatures are extremely hot and you don't want the sun, you know what I'm saying, to disrupt the concrete. You know what I'm saying? In the curing process. But it's not hot outside. And that's usually in extreme temperatures, like over 95 degrees, something like that. So I'm wondering, why did they pour at 3 o'clock in the morning unless the mud wasn't available at that time? Mud is concrete. Unless the concrete wasn't available at that time, but it's Huntsville. I don't think that they're booked up like that in the middle of winter where they have to pour at 3 o'clock in the morning. So he shows us, he said he was showing us the process. Granted, that's what I wanted to see on the show. That's what we want to see on the show. Show these black folks, us black folks, that, hey, it's money in construction. This is a part of the process. It may take years. This is one of the first steps. You have to do the stub ups. Like I said on my last video, it's good. They had the plumbing installed. You seen the pipes coming up out of the rebar. Speaking of the rebar, their rebar, first of all, where are the hard hats? You notice that the people with the concrete company, they had on their high-vis jackets and stuff. So that's why I kept mentioning it when we see these construction scenes, because that company knew enough to have on them high-vis vests and shit. Y'all notice. And it's at night. That is so dangerous. These people had on these black, and they had on like regular clothing at night. You're working, and that's like one of the whole points of having a high-vis vest. Girl, then on top of that, he showed the rebar. Mind you, the rebar, the cages. So mind you, I used to check the rebar for the pours. I checked the rebar, the slumps. I make sure the ties, they got these are number 6 bars. These are number 8 bars. These are vertical. You know, this is the dimensions, yada, yada, yada. One glaring thing I noticed is, it didn't look like it was enough rebar. It looked like they were skimping on the rebar, because first of all, a concrete slab for a home, I feel like it needed to be a lot more bars going vertically and horizontally. And then I didn't see a lot of ties. Like, they're supposed to tie the rebar together, like where they intersect or whatever. It looked like they were missing a lot of ties. They needed additional rebar. Rebar is very expensive though. So a lot of people, if they bid on a project, or if they have, you know, $11,000 in a budget for rebar, extra rebar is a lot more expensive. But like I said, I feel like they were skimping on the rebar. It looks like they needed a lot more bars. It looks like they were missing a lot more ties. A lot more ties. And if you don't have a lot of rebar in your concrete slab, that's how you see like sidewalks and stuff with a lot of cracks and stuff. Anyway, child, then when they was pouring, it looked like the mud was too thick. They needed to add a little water. Like, the slump was off. The slump looked like way too high. They needed additional water, or if they wasn't going to get additional water when they poured, they should have had somebody vibrating that concrete down. I noticed the concrete was thick, and these people was just trying. No, they should have been vibrating that concrete down. That's how you get honeycombing and shit. This is the shit that I love concrete work. I told y'all, I love concrete work. That's like my favorite day. Pour day is my favorite day. So anyway, I would have been the girl there like, no, where's the vibrator? Can we put some ties in these rebar beds? I was there. So this was actually exciting. You know what I'm saying? So if we get rid of some of the Scottalots, get rid of Maurice and Kimmi, because I feel like Marceau and Tisha still have more to offer the show. Of course, we want to see more about their marriage and stuff, but I feel like Marceau and them can bring the educational and the good shit back to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Carlos King need his ass whooped for not showing us this. This is what I wanted to see. Exactly. Because you see how excited I just got. Talk about the concrete and shit. Let's see what y'all doing. Oh, you got some skills. Well, this is fucked up. Why does the plumbing not have caps? That's another thing I saw. Did you see the white pipe? If you see the white pipes coming up out of the rebar, one of the important things, which shout out to my big brother, because my big brother taught me all of this when I used to be on site with him or whatever. He's an area project manager. He's a senior project manager. Shout out to my brother. Anyway, so those pipes, I noticed none of them were covered. The little whites for the plumbing, those are the plumbing pipes. None of them had covers on them. That's a fatal flaw, because while you're pouring, you see the big pump truck is overhead and they're pouring the concrete down. What if the concrete get in the damn plumbing lines and stop up the damn pipes? Then you got to go back in, try to flush the pipes out. And that's if the concrete ain't, you know what I'm saying, already cured and it's hard and shit. So that was a glaring thing. Like, it should be caps or covers on all of those pipes coming up out that mud. Girl, I guess. But shout out to the Scotts. Shout out to the Scotts. Exactly. Congratulations on pouring a foundation. Carlos King need his ass. Well, we talking about gay dudes and pulling people out of the closet and shit. I want to see the motherfucking construction. Shout out to all my construction girlies, my engineers, and all of the things. But he couldn't have possibly got that inspected. If he did get that inspected, I don't know what city inspector passed it. Because in Florida, that would have failed inspection. They wouldn't have been pouring the motherfucking thing. Cancel the mud. We didn't pass inspection. We need more rebar ties. We need to cover these plumbing. I ain't even finna keep going. Anyway, child. So, speaking of talking about the girls and shit, where was Tasha K with this interview from Coleslaw alleged cousin that Marceau was fucking with? Martell, was you full of shit once again and you used Tasha K to be full of shit? Because where is the motherfucking interview, bitch? Where's the interview? Where's the proof? Because they said that Marceau and Tisha got proof. And allegedly, they was calling it out on the damn reunion again. That's what Who Knew said. Shout out to Who Knew. She said that allegedly, Marceau was calling the dudes names and stuff too. And they have a recording that the dude said, I guess a recording of Martell and the dude or some sort of proof. But allegedly, Marceau was going in on the reunion and had to be removed from the stage. I don't know how true that is. We didn't got a lot of tea about the reunion. Do y'all think Marceau went in on Martell at the reunion? And do y'all think that Kimmi went in on Mel at the reunion? It's giving still the Scotts versus Mel and Martell. Mel and Martell still ain't married, but it's still the Scotts versus Mel and Martell. I think the plan was the Scotts taking over Love and Marriage Huntsville. I honestly think that as soon as Carlos King got mad at Melody and Martell started shading Carlos King, he plotted with the Scotts and he wants the Scotts to be the face of the show. That's what it's giving. Because why was everybody else on your reality King with the podcast? Everybody else has been on his Monday show except for Mel and Martell. And they the stars of the show. Martell is deplorable and a bastard, but you know, that bald head bastard still is the star of the show. I don't know. Tell me, I'm waiting on a reunion. I would like to see it. We know tonight, I wonder if we close to the reunion, because Bell Collective already filmed their reunion. I told y'all with that hair and them clothes. That Bell Collective reunion review go be so tea, friend. I'm probably gonna go live. So make sure y'all subscribe and doing all of the things because we gonna clown. We gotta have a reunion party. Anyway, so tonight though, on this episode, we gonna see Kimmi trying to go in on Mel once again about this whole DUI shit with Maurice. And she mentions that she talked to Tisha and Maurice. So I'm assuming that scene with Mel and Kimmi probably gonna be like one of the last scenes of the episode. Cause she already have a conversation with Maurice at the top of the episode. Kimmi, you don't want Mel having no scenes with Maurice, do you? You don't want Mel checking your man or having no epic scenes with Mel or no chemistry with Maurice like she do with Marceau. The girls scared of Mel. I don't give a fuck what y'all. The girls are scared of Mel. Y'all are jealous. Kimmi might not be scared in the sense where Mel will go off on her or beat her up, but she's threatened. That's what I feel. I feel like she's threatened. I feel like all of the girls are threatened. That's just my opinion. But we gonna see tonight. And tonight I'm going to post a review. So make sure y'all up tonight. Even if I'm saucy, I was drinking. If y'all ain't watched my Bill Collective review, go and watch it, girl. I was off that white Zinfandel. I was having a good time. I was having a good time. And I talked about Letitia and Latrice going live on Instagram. Letitia was basically trying to gaslight the people to think Akeisha was the one who was crazy and brung the goons and shit. And Glenn wasn't that bad and Glenn didn't start everything. Bitch, don't try to switch the narrative up. We seen your country ignorant ass man being a jealous let me not say that. I'm trying to make sure all my videos get monetized. Anyway, y'all. So let's switch gears real quick. Like I said, I want to talk to y'all about this documentary, child. If y'all ever saw Hookers at the Point, this is for my older girlies. So listen, all of my little nieces, all of my little 20 boppers, y'all might not know what I'm talking about, but all of my 35 plus girlies and my aunties, shout out to my aunties. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So it gives very much Hookers at the Point. This guy is interviewing a lot of people from Dallas Harry Hines Boulevard. It's called Dallas Red Light District Harry Hines. So Harry Hines is a long street. If you in St. Louis, Harry Hines is like Lindbergh. If you in Atlanta, Harry Hines is like Peachtree. What other cities have I lived in? If you in Little Rock, Harry Hines is like University. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them long ass streets that wrap around the whole city. Harry Hines ain't that damn long though, but it's an industrial district that it's a whole bunch of businesses down there. It's a whole bunch of clubs down there. But it's known for having hoes being on the stroll. Mind you, I don't know if I told y'all, when I was in law school, I used to work overnight, not overnight, but I used to work at a strip club on the weekends because I couldn't work full time. As a full-time law student, your first year, you can't work full time at that time or in the school I went to. So I had to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Mind you, I went from professional law school environment when it was only like 12 black folks in my freshman class to working at a strip club. Like from professional to degenerate, it was such a vast difference. Anyway, so I'm not new to it because girls used to approach me like, can you come to me to my car? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been with girls when they went to their little calls and shit like that because they felt unsafe. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so at the beginning of it, this is why I looked at it. I was like, when I first came to Dallas too, I've been down there because, you know, I shop down there. But when I went down there and I seen these girls, it was giving, if you ever been to Vegas, it gives how those girls walk up and down the Vegas Strip. Mind you, I didn't know whole shit was still around. I swear to God. I thought everybody transitioned to the internet by now. Like back in the day, it was Backpage. Now they got OnlyFans. So I assumed that everybody had transitioned to online hoeing. I didn't know that it was really girls out there like feet to the pavement. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some real hoe shit. You know what I'm saying? I was amazed. Like, damn, this some real hoe shit. It's really hoes out here. You know what I'm saying? So you do, if you in Dallas, y'all already know, you really do see girls walking up and down the strip in like those little lingerie sets and yada yada yada. So I was like, damn, they did a they just released it, I think yesterday or the day before. So I was like, damn, you know, it's a documentary on this whole shit on Harry Hines. So I clicked on it, and baby, it's only like 30 minutes. I'm gonna put the link in the thing because I mean, it was interesting to me. So girl, I clicked on it, and then the first thing I hear is this light-skinned young dude. He from Arkansas. He fine. He was fine, but he had goals in his mouth. He wasn't my type, but he was a cute thug type of dude. Anyway, he was like, this is what he said. I was born from the nut sack of a I was born from the nut sack of a pimp in the womb of a hoe. I said, now what? On a Saturday? Dang, I ain't never heard no shit like that. I ain't never heard. Not you. You was born from the nutsack of a pimp in the womb of a hoe. Girl, I said, I had to make me some coffee. Like, let me listen. What the fuck going on here? I was immediately intrigued, girl. So I was like, what the hell? So anyway, so like I said, some of the people faces are digitized out. Some of the other, you know, pimps or whatever, they just spitting that game. It's most older type of dudes, but it was like some young cats out there, you know, flashy fly with all their diamonds in their mouth. Most of the girls looked raggedy. They had on them cheap little fishnet, like one piece little outfits you get. Girl, titties just out. This one girl had like no bra on, and she had the gold Magnum packs as her titty nipple cover. I was like, what the fuck? What was crazy is most of the guys looked like they had some money or dressed like hood, you know, like, yeah, you know, gold chains and da 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 da. But most of the girls looked so broke and tacky. And one thing I did notice, it was a lot of teeth missing. What part of the game is that? Where is the health insurance in the game? Exactly. Y'all making all of this money. It's an epidemic. Y'all need to go to Mint Dentistry. Like, if y'all making all this money, you need to invest back into your mouth, because there was a lot of teeth missing. I said, ooh, the dental care down on Harry Hines is, maybe you need to consider a new occupation, girl. Anyway, so they basically they was talking about how these girls signed up for pimps for direction and security. And he was like, a hoe without a pimp don't know what to do. She don't know how to sell her coochie properly. Now, this is what I never respected. If you want to sell a little cat on the side, do what you do, poo-poo. They've been doing it since the beginning of time. If that's what you want to do, do it. If your kids need some food and you got to sell a little cat for a few $100s, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? A lot of girls land on their back for less. I'm not here to judge nobody. But I will judge a bitch who will go lay on her back and go give her money to another man. I never understood that. Never. Never. And the security thing, I mean, I don't know, child. But that was the reason, and they said that these hoes need pimps because they need direction and they need security. Then they started talking about some of the lingo, like a square is somebody who's not about the pimp life. They don't know nothing about the pimp life. They was talking about how to break a bitch. So in the pimp game, when they say how to break a bitch, it's basically how to turn a bitch out. How to turn her into one of the people in your harem. You know what I'm saying? And basically they look for young girls out there with no direction, who they can spit game to. A lot of the pimps were saying that when they see these girls out, they be with all of they girls. They be dressed nice. They keep their hair done. They, you know, get their clothes and stuff. And the only thing that tells me is y'all girls are missing something in y'all regular life, which is causing y'all to seek out these men to help you with basic shit that you should know how to do. Even if you a hoe, you can't go buy your own, you can't manage your money yourself. You can't go buy, you know, clothes and da-da-da-da-da. Girl, get you a pistol and get you some pepper spray and you good. I don't know. Anyway, so they talked about that. They was talking about the church in court, because I guess them some slick word. I didn't know that either. They was like, well, the church is a place where you congregate with people like you. So I guess they call it the church where all of the pimps and the hoes come together. And then they was talking about court, and court that was synonymous with somebody judging you and you did something wrong. So I guess if a girl do some fucked up shit, she got to go to court. And then they started talking about being a gorilla pimp. Now I heard of being a gorilla pimp before, and basically it's a strong arm type of pimp, a pimp that take all of his girl money, a pimp that beats his girls and stuff. And some of the guys was trying to say, yeah, they just think it's, you know, because we just beat girls, but it ain't like that. We the king of the jungle, and I'm the da-da-da. Y'all giving y'all money to these niggas? I can't get with that or whatever. But the whole gorilla pimp type of thing, the only thing, I worked with this girl in a strip club, and it was crazy, y'all. She was a white girl, but she was bad. She was bad to the bone. I ain't gonna lie to you. She was bad to the bone. She made a lot of money. She had like a truck, a brand new BMW, but she had like this little short black boyfriend or whatever. And like I said, she just made all of the money in the strip club, so the girls didn't like her. But she used to come in like with bruises on her and stuff, so we all knew that her man was beating her. You know what I'm saying? It was really, really sad, and she couldn't keep any money. Like, she would come to the bar and ask me, can I front her a drink? Because the girls had to pay for their drinks too. And I'm thinking, girl, I just paid you, because I used to pay them out. Like, girl, I just paid you more than anybody last night. Like, I paid you over $1,200. And the next day she would come in broke as a joke. Like, you gave this man every dollar you had. You know what I'm saying? So it was really sad to me. He was really crazy. He pulled a gun out on us one day too, because he thought one of the other girls stole her dance money. Yes, girl. That's when I was like, I'm going back to law school. I don't give a fuck how much. And all I did was stand behind the bar and pay the people and all of the other shit. But that was too much for me. Anyway, so they started talking about how dangerous it was and shit. One of the girls talked about how she got kidnapped, but luckily she had her pepper spray, and she said she had something else to get the dude up off her or whatever. One thing I didn't like about the documentary is a lot of the girls was saying how they like it. So let's talk about the girls. So one of the girls was talking about how she was raised in a good home. Her face was digitized. She said she grew up in a good home, but she had a daughter. And when she had her daughter, that's what drove her to become a hoe, because she didn't want her daughter to grow up like she did. But if you grew up with a good life, what are you talking about? I don't know if she meant she didn't want her daughter to grow up like she did because she had a bad life. But I don't know. She said that her daughter was with her mom, but then she said she was depressed and she wears long sleeves a lot because she didn't want people to see the cuts. And I was thinking that's probably why her face is digitized, because some of the other hoes didn't give a fuck. But that was sad, and it kind of showed you, like, y'all thinking y'all just getting money, but it's really bad. And I'm sure the psychological toll it take on you to lay your body down with all of these dudes all of the time. It was crazy. And they was asking them how much money they got and shit. So one girl said she starts out at $140. This other girl said she started off at like $400, which one of the girls was very bad built, baby. She was very bad built, and she had on one of them pink fishnets. But mind you, she said that since she been hoeing, she said she didn't want to hoe. She used to be a dental assistant. She said, but she got her a car and an apartment, and you never know what type of hard times people go through. So I'm not going to judge anybody, because if I lost my job all of a sudden, who knows where I would be? You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be on Harry Hines. I wouldn't be on Harry Hines, but I'm not here to judge. And even like a lot of dudes like big girls, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so some of them was saying that this one girl said that she worked 24 hours. This girl said she worked 20. She was on the strip. Mind you, they literally walking up and down the strips in apartments. She said she worked for 24 hours straight one time. I was like, what? And then this one girl said she had sex with over 10 dudes and made $1,200. $1,200? Girl! Ain't no way I'm fucking 10 dudes. $1,200? Girl, girl, I was like, $1,200? That means everybody, you charge maybe $100 a pop. Girl, ain't no way I'm out here fucking 10 dudes and getting $1,200. If that was the case, you could have just made an OnlyFans, let some dudes run a train on you, and you probably could have ran up $1,200 and then got the monthly subscription amount. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know, but that's what I'm saying. Girl, it was crazy. But this one girl, they asked him, how much did you make the most in one night? And she said she made $10,000. I said, $10,000? Man, what intersection you said? What intersection was you in, girl? I'm just like, anyway, child. So she said she made $10,000, and they was asking her like, what was the tea? She said she was doing some real strange stuff, like peeing on people, defecating on people, and da 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 da. And I will say, I think a lot of dudes. Why do y'all think dudes go to whores? Not just regular whores, like high class whores or escorts, but the girls on the corner down on the strip. I feel like some of them freaky, kinky ass white men, and yes, I'm saying white men, and Indian men, a lot of foreign men, I feel like they be going to the girls on the corners because they may be scared to approach black women regularly. And we know that a lot of these men fetishize black women. Mind you, this dude that I go to the gas station, it's the gas station by my house. I'm not gonna say his ethnicity, but he tell me about how he getting ready to get married. I need to stop taking a leave. I'm thinking he just a cool, straight up dude. I talk to him all the time or whatever. I went in there one day, this is like a week or two ago. He was like, yeah, I'm proposing to my girl, da 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 da. I was like, oh, okay, that's good, so. He was like, I want to have sex with a black girl one time though before I get married. I said, good luck with that. Like, what? And why is you telling me, ho? You know what I'm saying? I was like, ugh, they really do fetishize black women. And I think the only difference is we know and black men don't curse, so that's what they be doing. But whatever. I think that a lot of these tricks, a trick is a paying customer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know my classy girls might not know this ghetto hood lingo I'm talking about on this Saturday morning. Anyway, but the tricks are the paying customers that go and buy coochie from the girls. So I think a lot of these tricks fetishize black women, but they're scared to approach an average black woman like me with some stuff like that. So that's why they go down there and they pay them, because they know that, hey, if I pay her, she can do all of this freaky, kinky, nasty shit that I want to do. I don't know. Anyway, it was really crazy. They was talking about the rules, no kids, they don't sell drugs. Go check the documentary out. Tell me what y'all thought about it. I'm going to start doing some different material outside of the TV show reviews and let y'all know some of this shit I be watching. And we're going to do a lot more fashion reviews. I think I want to do like a daily fashion review just of the shit that these bitches be wearing. Some good, some bad, and some $7 store outfits. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it all. Child, tell me though, why it was this one girl in the documentary. Her face wasn't digitized or nothing. She was like, shit, I love my job. What you say? She was like, I love my job. I'm going to continue doing this. She said, I want to go into real estate, but I want to go into different cities and venture outside of Dallas and make the other cities pop with this whole shit. I was like, is she the whole superstar of Harry Hines? It's like she wanted the whole award for Harry Hines. It was crazy. Anyway, so tell me. So go I'm gonna drop the link in the I'm gonna drop the link in the comments. Y'all go check out the documentary. Like I said, it was only 30 minutes, but it was interesting to me. It was interesting to watch. I wish they would have shown more of the dark side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you literally giving up your body, diseases, the mental toll that it's taking on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Outside of this girl who talking about some, I love my job. She said her mama was a hoe. She said her mama was a hoe, but her mama didn't have a pimp. And she said, so I broke the generational curse of not having a pimp. What? Like, all of my young girlies who watching this video, Your best friend do not advocate for selling no coochie. And if you gonna sell coochie, do not be out here walking on no Harry Hines or the Harry Hines in your city. And don't break no generational curse and be out here giving your money to these men, child. That's crazy. You ain't gotta sell coochie, baby. You could get on OnlyFans and just show your toes. If worst come to worst, get on OnlyFans and show your toes and twinkle your toes around. Exactly. Safe. Safe, and the money gonna come in every month. Exactly. Anyway, child, it was crazy and it was kind of sad. Not kind of sad. It really was sad, but it was crazy. So go take a watch if you know, that's the type of, you know, if it floats your boat. If it don't worry about it. Tell me what y'all thought about the Marceau and them shit. Are y'all happy to see that Scott Manor is coming to fruition? Do y'all think Destiny then flipped on Martell? And do y'all think Martell coming out the woodwork? And if Martell not, I bet you he sent Coleslaw to sick Destiny ass. I wonder what, because you know her and Coleslaw kind of cool. So I wonder how Coleslaw feel now that you back friends with Destiny and that's your man Ops. I mean, you back from Destiny, you back friends with Tisha, who just outed Martell. I wonder, is Coleslaw coming for Destiny ass? I would like to see a Coleslaw Destiny showdown. Give us the entertainment. Anyway, and tell me what y'all think about what's going to happen with the whole Kimmi shit later on tonight with Mill. Like I said, I'm going to be watching it, so make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all comment so I can snickle and giggle throughout the day, girl, until we do this Love and Marriage Huntsville shit. And I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Bye, friend. Y'all have a real good morning.